Are Manchester United going to be successful in hijacking Roma's deal for Marcus Leonardo? And Johnny Evans set to sign a new contract at Manchester United. That's what we'll be discussing on today's video. But before we jump into that, please do smash a like on the video and please do subscribe to the channel. So starting off with Marcus Leonardo, it's coming out from La Gazzetta dello Sport, who are reporting that Manchester United are set to hijack Roma's bid of 20 million euros fixed plus 5 million euros in add-ons for Marcus Leonardo. Now, this is somebody I really, really like. 20-year-old player, plays for Santos in the Brazilian league. Very, very good striker. Definitely the kind of profile we should be looking at. This season alone, he's got 8 goals and 2 assists in 14 matches, which is not bad at all for a 20-year-old. Now, I know that is the Brazilian league. Then if you look at his stats last year, he got 13 goals and 4 assists in just over 20 games. So he's got a really, really good goal scoring record for somebody of his age. He's a centre forward. He's a pure centre forward. He's not someone who plays on the right, someone who plays on the left. He is a centre forward. He's already in the Brazil under-23 squad as well, and he's been doing really well for them. So for me, this will be an absolutely massive signing. 20 million euros is about 17 million pounds, which I think would be a really, really good bit of business. Now, you're probably thinking, how are we going to do this deal, or why are we going to do this deal? It's been publicly noted over the last couple of days that Erik ten Hag is desperately crying out for another attacking player. Obviously, after Mason Greenwood is now not coming back, and he needs to strengthen those positions. He was told all summer that Mason Greenwood would be coming back. He's now not coming back, and he needs more options up front. Rasmus Højlund's obviously still injured. We will talk about that on another video at another time, but we can't just solely rely on Rasmus Højlund for this whole season. He's only 20 years of age as well. And bringing in someone like Marcus Leonardo is definitely planning for the future, and I think it would be a really, really good addition. But do let me know in the comment section what you think about Marcus Leonardo. Is he somebody that you would like to sign? As I said, Roma have been working on an agreement with him over the course of the summer and have apparently now reached a fee of around 20 million euros, and Manchester United are set to submit a higher bid than this. That's what's being reported by La Gazzetta dello Sport this morning. Now, moving over to Johnny Evans, we've got a bit of an update on his contract situation. The story coming out this afternoon is that Manchester United are now close to agreeing a 1-year contract extension with Johnny Evans. Now, you're probably all sat at your screens thinking, why are we doing this? You know, Manchester City have just bought Gvardiol for 90 million. Why are we giving Johnny Evans a contract? Well, the story gets a bit more interesting. It also says that apparently Harry Maguire has been told that Johnny Evans is ahead of him at Manchester United in a humbling reality. And it also goes on to say that people think that this Johnny Evans contract is almost a way of getting rid of Harry Maguire. And it might end up being that Johnny Evans stays and Harry Maguire goes. And you know what? If that happens, I'm open to it. We know how difficult we are, how strapped we are for cash at the moment. We need money to buy these players that we're talking about. You sell Harry Maguire for 30 million and you let Johnny Evans sign for 1 year as a free agent, costs you next to nothing. I think that's fine. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Next season, you go in for a world-class centre-back. You know, we're talking Antonio Silva, somebody of that level from Benfica, a really, really good centre-back who can come in and eventually replace Harry Maguire. Obviously, Rafael Varane. Obviously, there is talk of Jean-Claire Todibo coming to Manchester United, but at the moment, I think until Harry Maguire goes, I don't think that will happen. But this Johnny Evans signing does give us a bit of security. It does allow us to get rid of Harry Maguire and not be too concerned about getting a replacement immediately. And it also allows us not to be held ransom, because say you go knocking on Nice's door and they know that you've just got rid of Harry Maguire and you only have 3 centre-backs, they'll know that they can charge more than what you would usually pay. But if you know, you can say to them, well, we've just given Johnny Evans a new contract. If you can't agree the fee we want, then we're going to walk away. That's a more better position to be in. So hopefully this Johnny Evans contract does enable Harry Maguire to leave the club. And if it does, then I'm all for it. I have absolutely no issue with that whatsoever. Now, in relation to Dean Henderson, there's a story coming out this morning saying that apparently Manchester United are now looking for a fee of around £20 million for Dean Henderson, with Crystal Palace leading the race. We were being told for a long time it was going to be a loan, but it looks like Manchester United now are putting pressure on the clubs interested. Apparently Sheffield United, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest are all interested in Dean Henderson. And Manchester United are saying, we want 20 million now. You know, a loan isn't going to be an option. And I think that's the right stance. If in the last week of the window you get rid of Dean Henderson for 20 million and you get rid of Harry Maguire for 30 million, that's 50 million straight into the budget to go and spend on players. So I think that would be a really, really wise bit of business. Obviously, we have Altay Bayindir, the Fenerbahce goalkeeper, waiting to join Manchester United for a fee of £6 million. He's already done his medical, apparently. We're just waiting for Dean Henderson to go. So we've already got the replacement lined up. I think it's a good bit of business, and let's hope that we get the £20 million that's being reported today, because that will enable us to go and buy Amrabat. It will enable us to go and get Marcus Leonardo. It gives us lots of different options then if we can let a couple of players go in the next week or so of the window. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please do let me know your thoughts on everything we've discussed in the video today. This has been Daily Red Devil. I've been Kieran, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.